He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. 2 Chronicles 27:8. At 25 years he begins to reign, so speaks the word of God, and 16 years he holds his court in Jerusalem. See here the secret of your own life. You are that prince. You are that kingdom. 25 is the perfect blossom of imagination come to full maturity, the very age when the child within lays claim to his crown. At that moment you awaken to yourself as the sovereign power who rules his world from the center of Jerusalem, your own heart. And 16 years, that number of resurrection squared, reveals the pattern of your inward ascent. 4 is the foundation. 16, the living temple made firm within you. In that reign, the serpent staff rises in your spine, and lifted up becomes the sign by which all are healed. For Jerusalem is not a place outside, it is the very city within, the kingdom of heaven made conscious in your imagination. Thus Adam and Christ are one. The mortal stem of Adam blossoms into the immortal Christ. At 25, you taste both death and life. The dream of flesh yields to the dream of spirit. In the 16th year, you learn that nothing dies and nothing is born, save in your imaginal act. You call the unseen things that are not as though they were, and they arise to meet you. So dare to reign as Jotham in your own Jerusalem. Assume the state you most desire, for in that assumption lies the secret of power. Let your imagination, the creative pulse of God, pulse without limit. Walk in that royal state, silent yet unshakable, until you prove that every numbered year and every hidden symbol is but a stepping stone to the one eternal I am, the first and the last, who reigns alone. This brief verse actually sketches an inner journey of consciousness. 25 years old marks the emergence of self-awareness, the moment inner maturity dawns, when the youthful, reactive mind gives way to deliberate choice. Began to reign depicts assuming rulership over one's own mental Jerusalem, the city of peace within. The 16 years symbolize a complete cycle of transformation. 16 is forswerd, pointing to the full integration of mind, heart, will, and imagination into a stable, sovereign state. In mystical terms, reigning is the exercise of divine imagination. At 25, when the ego finds its soul-aligned purpose, the individual learns to call things that are not as though they were. Rom 4:17. Each year of Jotham's reign represents a stage in the serial outworking of an image impressed upon consciousness. As you imagine and feel the reality you desire, you rule your inner kingdom. And that creative decree ripples outward until your external circumstances reflect it. All along, you've carried a hidden power, your innate capacity to govern the entire landscape of your mind with conscious intent. In much the same way that Jotham never waited for outside circumstances to place a crown upon his head, you need not depend on external events to usher in your sovereignty. Instead, you possess the sacred I am power, the very authority that lets you establish your reign from within, here and now. When you acknowledge that you are 25 on your inner calendar, you honor the moment of spiritual maturity when you choose to stand as the undisputed ruler of your own world. In that recognition, you claim the creative authority to incubate and manifest your highest ideal, gently guiding each step from seed thought to living reality. Begin by recalling your 25, that vivid moment of inner clarity when true choice first blossomed, whether tied to a specific age, a powerful event, or a subtle feeling. Once that memory shines plainly, settle into quiet meditation and silently declare, I am now 25 in consciousness, and I reign in my mind, allowing the calm confidence of a ruler to fill every corner of your awareness. From this sovereign space, envision 16 gentle affirmations or visualizations that each carry the essence of your goal. Attend to one after another over days or weeks, feeling each as already complete within you. As you maintain this inner reign, you will notice the external world, your Jerusalem, shifting in harmony, with people, opportunities, and circumstances naturally rearranging to reflect the decree you have issued in imagination. By moving through these stages of conscious creation, you reclaim your birthright, the divine power to reign from within, and co-create reality with imagination.